Hi, Emmanuel here. Good afternoon and welcome each and everyone to today's show, Face the Nation GH, Trending Issues and Rebuilding Ghana. I know it's been a while, but once more, welcome community, we are back. There are a lot of issues trendy, but they about be focusing on a very important appointment, government, a issue statement or government, I'm making, which is the Office of the Special Prosecutor. Now, that's sorry, the TN is Republic of Ghana, new SP, Special Prosecutor, which is Kisi Ejabeng. And there's a lot of people, I dare be brave, this gentleman. Yeah, on a representative nas to work on Kennedy issue be. So now we are under rebuilding Ghana. You be focusing on this officer, government now signing new person. We are going to look at the Kisi Ejabeng Edeba. What is he bringing on board? Martin Amidu and Jumian Farmer. And the kind of challenges Martin Amidu so FEC, and we are also going to look at it. So also he's going to face similar or the same challenges. Then we also look at whether say it was politically motivated an appointment. Then you're looking into the background, just a brief. Yeah, I say indeed or qualify for this position now. So let's get into that. In beginning with your training issues now. I say, I hate nonsense. Canada, Japan blasts staffs of Net2 TV, threatens to sack the entire management. I saw this video that circulated this morning. You say na honorable Canada, Japan, as na about address a topic, but that's what we focus on. So one kasani cry fino. What they are doing and you're right now or regard like analysis be based on more more commercial now so like almost focus on the program, like he was trying to direct them. I mean, I don't want to go so much into this. We're internal issues, but all the same, no. Some of the bulletin happen on Ghana Nibini. All you need to know about Kisi Ejabeng, Ghana Special Prosecutor nominee. I know say and then a rebuilding Ghana, so we'll get into that topic. Anyway, Chematin most incompetent. Baumia will be declared Burkina Bay by MPP, according to Mutala. I don't want to go so much into this issue because there was some tribal connotations. So much. Culture of silence and the Kufuado, a reality, according to Manasseh Azuri. You see, over the weekend, there was this issue. Manasseh can really report and prompted me of some report to be some journals so at the buy. And I can say rebuilding Ghana, no, but you hear some journal and you think we free. This is what Manasseh is saying. Manasseh is saying all journalists who lived in fear in Ghana under another Danko Kufuado administration have a good reason to do so. Investigative journalist Manasseh Azuri, he said. According to him, members of the fraternity in Ghana are not safe following the failure of the government to thoroughly investigate the killing of some journalists in the country and bring the culprits to book. Okay. This is what some journalists also saying. And also, I trained it so much, but he's a very influential person in Ghana to make his statements. And indeed, to me, not only about the profile as a prominent member in the country, but one thing I've seen about some journal, he was very practical, based on the observation and in his years of experience. And as a stakeholder to come out with something like this, I think it's about time say in nation to focus on or you pay attention. Say, this is the current composition of the democracy. Let me get into what he said. I'll say the voice of intellectuals missing. Academia is quiet, and the media are now conveying more political propaganda. It appears to me that the culture of silence has returned. This time, not, and he went further to explain how freeze no give you. media. I say this time, not enforced by legal or military power, but through convenience, parochialism, hypocrisy, and lack of conviction. Finito. I don't think this call for self-explanation. What the man is saying is practical. This is what is happening in Ghana. Young call by sentence by also the voice of intellectuals are missing. Indeed, most of the intellectuals in Ghana, you know, either you take a political line or you become quiet. And you see, any society beyond academicians or intellectuals will be missing in national discourse. Eventually, a society will become a shanty town. Or say academia is quiet and media. Now, you see, when you observe the foreign media or the foreign politics, they have that presumption. Politicians, they went to the institutions and so national issues should not be solely left in the hands of the politicians, okay? In Tusha, that's what the man is saying. But in Ghana, either they issue threat on you, or so about the music be you free. So if you are not careful, only cookie something against you. That is a danger. And the media now conveying more political propaganda. I agree with him 100%. Most media houses in Ghana, they are solely working for the politicians or certain few corporations. And that's what some journal is telling us. I said, this time, not enforced by legal or military power. Look, law be no be a share. And now say as we saw in our early 60s, mid 60s, late 70s, 80s. The culture of military intervention inside man. I see, it's not that. But this time, not enforced by legal or military power, but through convenience, parochialism, hypocrisy, and lack of conviction. Because you need conviction. Now, true. Any nipa self-gain be. Now, nipa be also need conviction. You have nothing to die for. Where is virtue today? None. That's why the politicians now have the power to control most media houses in Ghana today. So I wasn't surprised that some journal making this statement. I was so touched when I read it. Now, I did so. And any man else at the end, I share a story and I'm saying, I'm putting it together. Okay, from Kwesi Pratt. I say I'm guilty. I joined Nana Akufo-Addo to protest against the VAT. Yes, looking at what is happening in the country today, or compare with some decision or joining the forces, the then Kumi Prekon for now. And indeed, he's guilty, and he must admit. JB Dankwa lost conversation before his demise. JP Dankwa's last conversation before his demise, driver recounts. He said, this appears in court today. Inside JB issue, Oma dragged on actually too much. Say indeed, stating now make up in the mind they say, Omo beg get to the bottom of this issue. I don't think it should go this far. See, some journal, I say our obsession with degrees turn graduates into certificated unemployables. That's true. Anyway, let's get into this. There's another story. See, JB Dan question say I can't enough. Actually, I will put the JB story in it together with this ACP Agozo and then I others are more attempting cool. say court now. You see, the AG department, at dismissal claim, no, was arrest you, one bring treason, which is the highest form of charge against them. Tomorrow we'll get into that story. Man, who's a guy and so issue response be. It didn't go so well with me. Like, I think he was anyway. Tomorrow we'll discuss that. His Excellency John Acheampong for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama pledged support for 2021 census. NCA begins process to shut down 49 television stations. If they are not in compliance, I mean, I think they should give them the option for them to resatisfy or get the needed document. Because, you see, who take such approach, now goes doom now. One, who create unemployment. Two, in a way, who can be freedom of speech. But when you give them the option, no man to me, I comply there, then you can do that. Anyway. Dr. Asa Asante, I say, Damboche is competent and a sharp brain. Senior political science lecturer at the University of Ghana, Dr. Kwame Asa Asante has showered praises on Minister for Local Government, Damboche, was vetted and approved by the appointment committee in Parliament after his appointment by President Kufuor. He is our four terms member of Parliament for Ochre constituency. So speaking on Peace FM, and this Professor Emeki statement, I mean, a lot of people were taking this AB Hana, or they, like, in a way, a lot of them are sending signals in regards to MPP parliament, presidential candidates. I know, so Damboche contest be that, but I don't know, so that was the intent of him. So it's very difficult for you to make any deduction, be an answer to indeed say this is what he was trying to portray. Akufo-Addo cannot be quiet when SAR has no MP, former MP. See, the Minister for Health, I say, don't panic. Second dose of COVID-19 vaccine will soon come. And also most Ghanaians are taking first shot. But anyway, my experience, I'm cooking kakra or here. My experience, I'm cooking, and this story, Hassan Arega ya DB, meaning say be brave over the weekend. No, Hassan Arega kofa DB by. The Seglemi House and Nice, Excellency John Dramani Mahama started here. And also government will buy no month so, and because of that, I mean, he was trying to, Ghana, Nagasi was selective principle, okay? Omuka say, assure government says a government now take a decisive decision on data, mobilize it like homeless or various part of the country. No more because the dynamic structure, I think, is done inside maybe somewhere, and I think that was very practical. All right, this story. I say Akufo-Addo leaves for Sierra Leone. I mean, it's a very conflicting report, and there was another platform I saw, leaving for UK, so for treatment. Anyway. NDC lacking leadership in its reorganization bid, Suleimana Bremer. we'll find time and discuss these political parties. And the list of Nanado's deputy ministers are out, and some of the CEOs are also out. But you see, I don't want to go into it. We need a confirmation. Now, let's get into who Mr. Acheampong is. A little background about Kisi Acheampong. They me can earlier on. Say be brave. The Mudibe Huno on Kennedy Japan. Okay, I'll say, let me give you a little. Or the Kennedy, no, a nurse lawyer, not representing a nurse in the Kennedy issue. I'll say, a lecturer at University of Ghana School of Law, Kisi Acheampong, has been nominated to replace Martin Amidu as the next special prosecutor. The president is, however, yet to make formal declaration of his nomination to the special prosecutor office. The Minister of Justice and Attorney General, Godfrey Dame, in a letter to the president on April 16, 2021, nominated Mr. Acheampong for the office of the special prosecutor. Mr. Acheampong, if approved, will become the Ghana's second SP. Okay, then he cited the Constitution per Section 13(8) of the Office of the Special Prosecutor Act 2017, when the position of the SP became vacant, the president shall within 6 months appoint another qualified person for the portfolio. I think said government, president or the MP government is in compliance when it comes to this. Little about Acheampong. I see, Acheampong has been a lecturer at the institution, precisely University of Ghana Law School. October 2006, teaching and researching into criminal law, international humanitarian law, international law, corporate law, and legal research and writing. He was awarded the Benchi Enchel Prize for Best Graduating Student of University of Ghana School of Law in 2001. Mr. Acheampong proceeded to the Ghana School of Law and was called to the Ghana Bar in 2003. That was right after 2001. That is 2 years after. Yes. And he was called to the Ghana Bar. Earning the Yi-En Soa Memorial Prize for the best student in the family law. Okay. Since then, has successfully argued numerous cases before the Superior Courts of Ghana and has participated in several international arbitration hearings. Talking about his expertise, he has consulted for public sector institutions, including the AG Department, Exim Bank Ghana Limited, Youth Employment Authority, National Lottery Authority, Ghana National Petroleum Authority, Trade Fair Company Limited, and Ghana Olympic Committee. I know he has done a lot. Kisi is also an associate at the African Center for Cyber Law and Cybercrime Prevention and the National Moot Court Coordinator for the Commonwealth Moot Court Competition on International Criminal Justice. He was the Vice Chair of the Appeals Committee of the Ghana Football Association. The legal practitioner is the Chairman of the Electronic Communications Tribunal. He took over from Justice Samuel Kofi Date-Ba, who resigned from Tribunal on July 1st, 2019. He oversees the affairs and adjudications of appeals at the Tribunal as stipulated in the Electronic Communications Act 2008, Act 775. Kisi Acheampong is the managing partner of the Cromwell Gray LLP, a reputable law firm in Accra. He has argued numerous cases before the Superior Courts of Ghana and has also been engaged in several international business transactions. All said and all done. Look, the point is, now you're looking at the political side first, okay? Because it's very important. I know, say, such a prominent person in MPP, Kennedy Acheampong, have an issue with this guy, couldn't even stop the MPP from appointing him. So from my understanding or from my perspective, meaning Acheampong is a very, MPP needs him for that particular, or this current government needs Acheampong for that particular office, okay? That is one thing you can also consider here, because such a sensitive office, to me, and you need certain consultations. To me, can say, appoint you be the man. We hear say, consult some of the party, no ranking file and son or mama. Or can say the nipa way ediko. We all remember he appointed appointed Mr. Amiduno. Some say Kennedy they were coming out to oppose it. There are certain people in MPP, maybe they were not in agreement with it, but they were very silent about that issue. Now, let's see what happens with this. This man came, you see, publicly in our region of the free office, so I don't want to just go into it. Now, let's see the reaction of MPP for how they react to this. So, now, we'll share the background now from criminal to civil, and that is the basis of that's the basis of the law itself. So, yes, civil issues are criminal issues. And here is the case of the man or that in-depth experience, okay? Our consult even on foreign issues with such an enriched background. The question today we ask ourselves, and say, would the political forces within this government allow this guy to bring his expertise to change the legal face of the country? One, fighting corrupt practices in the country, ensuring Ghana being very strong institutions. That is a very, very big issue. Bit to me is rich background about it, but then when they get to the public officer, they start controlling them. Now for government vessel or the administration vessel. You have to compromise your values in order to do what is happening. So we hope that that's not what is going to happen to Mr. Jabin. But other than that, in the background, and over any years of experience now, he's so much in depth where Ghana's legal issues are concerned. In cases be our channel, in as much as you may believe there are more qualified people than him, but I think MPP for scale, yeah, almost you have something new to bring on board. So this is the letter government issue here. That was the same exact thing I'm reading, but this is the official letter so far government issue, and it's been signed by the Attorney General and the Minister for Justice, which is Godfred Odame. So all in all, in Ghana, you new representative take you over the office. Look, it's not just a mere justice office, because you see, a lot of people have been coming out with arguments again, divided the Justice Department into two. We have the Attorney General's office and we have the Justice Department, especially for Kromuha. AG, the Attorney General's Department now will be there for the government, while the Justice Department will be there for the people, okay? It's like we can say, okay, or say the Justice Department will be for the government and the Attorney General's Department will be for the people. I say Kroma to me as I'm going to the Attorney General's office. That will be the people's lawyer. That's what it is. But if we happen to see your office, about 80% of cases in government issues and aging or advice on them and as a government or prepare government in issues. I mean, they are there to prosecute in favor of the government and there to defend the government issue. But yeah, there's conflict. Individual will be that's it. A government man appointment. Today, I mean, somebody had this discussion with me. I said, where is Sophia Guvu? A lot of people were saying that she was so tough. That's why the government did not retain her. But the point is, that's such people that you need. We all saw her position when it came to the Japan deal. Yeah. For a lawyer to tell you something is unconscionable, it tells you say you have no place where reason is even concerned. Doesn't even want to argue on the basis of legality. But what Sophia Kufu said about Japan deal, she completely shut it down. I say, now, let's see how Ajabenso offer to the people in this country. I think not only that is sensitive, a very influential issue. Because that department here that way, there are a lot of criminal issues they have to follow up with. There are a lot of civil issues they have to follow up with. But the point is, can they say no to government decisions it was on legal matters and benefit the country? That is what the public is expecting from this gentleman. You see, I think it's too early for us to go so hard on him, but it will be a deserving opportunity. I think supporting and welcoming. Go through the vetting, which I'm very optimistic he will. So yeah, let's see what he also have for the people in the country and what changes or innovations innovations or creative legal ideas that he's also going to bring on board. One, I'm going to be focusing much on corruption. No, focusing on institutions now, you weak, On this note, I would say a big thank you to everybody. Tomorrow, the same time, I'll be here. The thing is that tomorrow I'll begin with the world news. All right, thank you.